Hello and welcome back to English Unleashed, your dedicated space to listen, repeat, shadow, and improve your English skills at a comfortable, natural pace. I'm Tom, and I'm glad you're here with me today. In this episode, I will speak slowly and clearly, using simple words and ideas to help you understand and practice. I will repeat key points so you can shadow my voice comfortably, giving you the chance to practice your speaking and gradually build your confidence step by step. Today, we're going to focus on how to describe your daily routine in English. Instead of just short, basic sentences, I will show you how to talk about your day in full ideas and sentences. This will help you communicate more naturally and confidently about your everyday life. We will cover how to talk about what you do in the morning, such as waking up, having breakfast, or starting your day. Then, we'll discuss how to describe what happens during your afternoon, like work, school, or errands. Finally, we'll explore how to talk about your evening routine, whether that's relaxing at home, spending time with family, or doing hobbies. By the end of this episode, you will have the tools to describe your entire day in English clearly and naturally. You'll learn to put together sentences that sound confident and fluent, making it easier to share your daily experiences with others. So, let's get started and begin exploring how to talk about your day in English. Practicing how to talk about your daily routine in English is incredibly valuable, because your day reflects real, authentic life. It's something that happens to you every single day, so it naturally becomes familiar and easy to describe, since these events are part of your own experience. You don't have to search for complex words or ideas. Your routine is already known to you. There's no need to focus on advanced topics like history, science, or politics when describing your day. Instead, the main goal is to talk about your own life, what you do, how you feel, and what you experience. For example, you can share what time you wake up, what you have for breakfast, whether you go to work or stay at home. You can describe your feelings, whether you're tired, busy, happy, or relaxed. The most powerful benefit of describing your day is that it allows you to practice real, practical English language that you can actually use in everyday situations. This isn't about perfect grammar or complex vocabulary. It's about communicating your experiences clearly. The key is just to try, make mistakes, and keep practicing. By regularly talking about your day, you start to think in English instead of translating from your native language. You learn to speak more naturally, using simple but complete sentences. This process helps you stop overthinking what to say, and reduces the habit of translating in your head. Over time, your confidence grows, and speaking English becomes smoother and more automatic. Imagine you're meeting someone new, and they ask about your day. This is a perfect opportunity to practice and demonstrate how natural and confident your English has become. Sharing your routine not only helps improve your speaking skills, but also prepares you for real-life conversations where you want to express yourself clearly and comfortably. Let's explore how you can turn this into an effective practice and get more comfortable speaking about your daily life in English. When someone asks you, "What did you do today?" or "How was your day?" it's an excellent opportunity to practice your English speaking skills. If you have already practiced talking about your daily routine, you can confidently answer by sharing simple details like, "I woke up at 7, or I went to work, or I had coffee and responded to emails." You can also mention your evening activities, such as cooking dinner or watching TV. This kind of conversation reflects real, natural communication. It's how people connect and share their experiences. Your goal should be to be able to have these practical, everyday talks comfortably, even if you're on your own, or not in a formal language class, or if you feel shy. You can still improve your English by talking about your day. It's a simple, effective way to practice speaking. When you're unsure about what to say, start with basic questions. What did I do today? What time did I wake up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What activities did I do in the evening? These questions are helpful because they guide your thoughts and help you remember vocabulary related to daily life. Practicing this way supports building strong habits in English. It encourages you to think in English and to formulate full sentences naturally, without feeling stressed. You can do this both in the morning, reviewing your previous day, and in the evening, reflecting on the current day. Plus, recording yourself and listening back can be a great way to track your progress and notice areas for improvement. The most important thing is to keep it simple. Use the English you already know, and don't worry about making mistakes. The key is consistency and making practice a regular part of your routine. Over time, speaking about your daily life will become more natural and confident. helping you become a more fluent and relaxed speaker. When it comes to speaking English, one of the most important principles is to just start talking. Don't worry too much about making mistakes because mistakes are a natural, unavoidable part of learning. The more you practice speaking, the easier it becomes over time. Initially, you might manage to say just one sentence, but with consistent effort, you'll find yourself able to say the sentences tomorrow, and eventually, craft entire stories or conversations next week. The goal is to develop your speaking skills step by step, gradually gaining confidence. Today, we'll focus on building that skill together day by day, word by word, sentence by sentence. It's helpful to start simply, especially by talking about your mornings, because waking up and beginning your day is such a vital part of your routine. The morning sets the tone for the whole day. It energizes you and influences your mood. It's also an excellent time to practice thinking in English even just for a few minutes. To develop your fluency, let's practice some basic sentences about the morning routine. You can repeat each one slowly, like shadowing, to help internalize the language and improve your pronunciation. For example, you might say, I usually wake up at 7, and then repeat. If you wake up earlier, like at 6:30, especially when you have a lot to do, say that too. If you sleep late, you might feel tired the next morning, so you can say, when I sleep late, I feel tired, and so on. Other morning habits include staying in bed for a few moments and thinking about the day ahead. Taking a deep breath and stretching helps wake up your body. Then, you sit up slowly, get out of bed, and begin your personal care routine, brushing your teeth carefully, washing your face with cold water to feel more alert, and sometimes taking a quick shower. Listening to soft music or English audio while showering can also make the morning more enjoyable. After showering, you dry off and choose your clothes. It's good to wear something comfortable and clean, whether that's jeans and a t-shirt or more formal attire if you have a meeting or class. Then, you go to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. Your breakfast might be something simple like toast, eggs, and fruit, or cereal with milk and a banana. If you have extra time, you might make an omelette or oatmeal, and you try to eat slowly to savor your meal. Most mornings, you drink coffee, but sometimes you prefer green tea, which is light and refreshing. While eating, you might watch a short video or check the news, or just enjoy the peaceful sounds of birds outside. Before leaving home, you check your phone, look at the time, read messages, and review your schedule for any meetings or appointments. Lastly, you pack your bag with everything you need, like your phone, notebook, keys, and water bottle, before putting on your shoes and stepping out the door. Remember, don't be discouraged by mistakes. Every small effort you make brings you closer to speaking more confidently. Mistakes are part of the learning process. They teach you what to improve. The key is to keep practicing regularly, gradually increasing your comfort and fluency. Each day, you build more confidence, and soon, talking about your mornings and everyday life will become effortless. Let's practice shadowing a story about my morning routine. In this exercise, I will share a short narrative describing how I typically start my day. You can listen carefully, then repeat each sentence slowly after me, pausing as needed to imitate the pronunciation and rhythm. This will help you improve your speaking skills and become more comfortable with everyday vocabulary and phrases. Are you ready? Let's begin. Every morning, I usually wake up around the same time. Sometimes, if I have many tasks ahead, I might wake up a little earlier. After waking, I like to stay in bed for a few moments, lying there and thinking about the plans for the day. I take a deep stretch, yawn softly, and gradually get out of bed. Once up, I walk to the bathroom. The first thing I do is brush my teeth thoroughly, spending full 2 minutes to clean every surface. After brushing, I wash my face with cold water, a simple act that really helps me feel more alert and awake. When I'm still feeling sleepy, I find that taking a warm shower makes a big difference. I often listen to calming music while I shower. It creates a relaxing atmosphere and helps me focus better for the day ahead. After my shower, I get dressed in clean clothes. I always check my reflection in the mirror, smoothing my hair and making sure I look ready to face the day. Then, I head to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. I often enjoy simple foods like toast with butter and jam, sometimes adding a boiled egg for extra nourishment. A large cup of coffee is essential for me in the morning. It's part of my routine that energizes me for what lies ahead. While I eat, I like to sit by the window and gaze outside. I enjoy listening to the sounds of birds singing and appreciate the peacefulness of that moment. It's a quiet time where I can gather my thoughts and start the day with a calm mind. Before leaving home, I always check my phone to see the time, review my to-do list, and confirm my schedule for the day. This helps me stay organized and prepared. Next, I gather everything I need for the day: my phone, wallet, notebook, and sometimes a snack if I might get hungry later. Once everything is packed, I put on my jacket and shoes. Finally, I open the door, step outside, and begin my day, feeling ready to face whatever comes. This morning routine is important to me because it helps set a positive tone for the rest of the day. Remember, practicing speaking about your routine and daily activities will get easier with time. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be able to describe your mornings just as confidently. Now, let's do a few final practice sentences together. Remember, you can repeat each one immediately after I say it. Repeating aloud helps reinforce what you're learning and builds your confidence. Every day, the morning can feel a little different, but I always try to stick to a good routine that helps me start the day positively. When I begin my day by practicing English, I notice that I feel more focused and prepared. It's a small habit, but it really makes a difference in how I approach my daily tasks. I'm proud of the progress I've made, and I know that by continuing to practice consistently, I will keep improving over time. Now, let's move on and talk about the middle part of the day, the afternoon. For many people, this period is very busy. Some go to work or school, while others stay at home to take care of their family or do chores around the house. Regardless of what your afternoon looks like, it's a great time to incorporate English practice into your routine. Even if you're busy, you can still find a few moments, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, to listen to an English podcast, replay some sentences, or repeat what you've heard. Small, consistent efforts pay off and help you progress gradually. Let's learn some common sentences that are useful for everyday conversations. Try to repeat each sentence slowly and clearly after me. Doing so will help your pronunciation and build your speaking confidence. Even short practice sessions during your busy day can make a big difference in your language skills. So keep at it. And remember that every little effort adds up over time. After finishing lunch, I typically return to my work activities. At this point in the day, I sometimes notice a bit of sleepiness setting in after eating, so I usually check my emails first. I prioritize replying to the most important messages, often from colleagues or classmates, depending on whether I'm working or studying. In the afternoon, I usually have a couple of meetings scheduled. These meetings might involve discussing ongoing tasks with a client or coordinating with my manager about upcoming projects. When I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop to get started. During this time, I work on typing reports, preparing presentations, or organizing my work. I also make it a habit to look at my calendar regularly, so I stay aware of what's coming next and plan my tasks accordingly. I find that keeping my workspace tidy and organized helps me think more clearly and stay focused throughout the day. Around mid-afternoon, I like taking a short break. I usually make a cup of tea or simply drink some water to hydrate. Sometimes I enjoy a small snack like fruit or a biscuit to recharge. If I have a little free time, I go for a short walk outside to get some fresh air. Even just 10 minutes outdoors makes me feel more refreshed and alert. If the weather is nice, I might walk around the block or sit in the sun, enjoying the natural light and some peaceful moments. In my free time during the afternoon, I dedicate a little effort to studying English. I might listen to a podcast during a walk or read a short article or story online. To improve my listening skills, I watch videos where the speaker talks slowly, which helps me understand better. I often pause the videos to repeat phrases aloud, practicing my pronunciation and fluency, a technique known as shadowing. Doing this regularly helps me speak more naturally and grasp the rhythm of the language. Before I finish my workday, I like to reflect on what I've accomplished. I write a brief summary of my activities or note down a new word I learned that day. Reviewing my English notebook or journal helps me stay motivated and track my progress, and it prepares me for the next day. Sometimes, I write a sentence describing how I feel, like I finished all my work today and I feel proud, which encourages a positive mindset. Now, I'll share a story about my typical afternoon routines. You can listen, pause, and try to repeat after me. Focus on mimicking my rhythm and tone. That's an effective way to improve your speaking by shadowing. This method helps you sound more fluent and understand spoken English better. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk to continue working. I check my emails and make a to-do list for the afternoon. I often have a quick video call with my team, where we discuss what tasks we completed earlier and plan what to do next. These meetings are brief but important. They help keep everyone on the same page. After the meeting, I take a short break to relax. I walk to the kitchen, make a cup of tea or coffee, and stand near the window for a few moments to enjoy my drink and some fresh air. Sometimes, I step outside briefly, especially if the weather is nice. When I have free moments, I focus on my English studies. I might listen to a podcast, read a short story, or watch videos with slow speech. Pausing and repeating the sentences helps me practice my pronunciation and speaking fluency. Before ending my workday, I write a short summary about what I've done, and I might include a sentence about how I feel, such as I am satisfied with my progress today and looking forward to tomorrow. Reflecting in this way helps me stay motivated and aware of my development. Now, I'd like you to practice speaking about your own afternoon routine. Pause this episode if you need to and share what you usually do after lunch. Do you go to work, attend classes, or stay at home to study or rest? Keep your sentences short and simple. 3 or 4 lines are enough. The goal is to practice speaking and building confidence, not to be perfect. Let's try some sentence starters together. I will say the beginning of a sentence, and you try to complete it. For example, I might say in the afternoon, I usually, and you can finish with something like work on my project, go for a walk, or study English. Don't worry about making mistakes. The focus is on practice. Now, moving on to the evening and night. Evening is a special time to relax and reflect on the day. I often come home around 6 in the evening, take off my shoes, and sit down for a few minutes to unwind. I might watch the news or listen to music to help me relax. If I feel tired, I prefer cooking dinner or ordering something quick. During dinner, I usually sit with my family and talk about our day, sharing stories and experiences. After cleaning the kitchen and washing the dishes, I sometimes go for a brief walk outside. Before going to bed, I like to read a book or listen to calming music to help me wind down. I take a shower and brush my teeth, then head to bed around 10:30 or 11. Reflecting on my day, I write a short summary of what I did and how I feel. For example, I might write, "Today, I relaxed and spent quality time with my family. I feel grateful and ready for tomorrow." This routine helps me prepare mentally and emotionally for restful sleep. Now, I invite you to tell me about your daily routine. Think about what time you wake up, what you eat for breakfast, and what activities fill your day. Do you work, study, take care of the house, or maybe combine several activities? Describe your evening and what you do before going to sleep. You can talk about today or a typical day. Just a few sentences are enough. Remember, the goal is to practice speaking in English and gaining confidence. Great job listening to this full routine and practicing new vocabulary and sentences. The more you practice, the more natural speaking English will become. Keep using these everyday routines as models to help you speak more comfortably. Practice often, listen again, shadow my speech, and gradually add more details to your stories. This approach will help you live more fully in English, one sentence at a time. I'm Tom, and I'm proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. You're making excellent progress. Bye for now.